Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I told you guys, we all know Love After Lockup, the new season starts this Friday and I cannot wait. But I had a video talking about the new cast members, and I told you as soon as I got the tea on some of the cast members, I was going to start spilling it. And I finally got the full name of one of the cast members, and I was able to find out some of his criminal history, what he was locked up for. So that's what we are going to be talking about in this video. So on this season that starts this Friday, we have this couple named Britany and Ray. So Britany, she's 33. Ray is 29. Britany started talking to Ray on Facebook, and he was like, "Hey, I'm locked down." And she didn't know what he meant by that. She thought maybe he was saying he had a girlfriend or something. And she later found out that he was in prison talking to her, and he was locked up for possession of narcotics with intent to distribute. So I, started looking him up, and I found quite the history. So I found this. His name is Raymond Ford, but he goes by Ray Ford. And this is about his arrest when he went to prison last. It says multi-state burglary ring busted after roller Walgreens break-in. And this is on PhelpsCountyFocus.com. And then right there on the ground with the red and white sneakers, that's your boy Ray right there. It says a multi-state burglary operation was foiled by law enforcement Tuesday following an early morning burglary of the Walgreens pharmacy in Rolla, according to a press release from the Rolla Police Department. At 5:30 a.m. on August 8th, the police department received a 911 call of a burglary in process at the Walgreens pharmacy located at the address the release states. Officers, they responded, and when they arrived, they found that forced entry had been gained into the building through the pharmacy drive-up window. They also determined that the suspects had just fled the scene in an unknown direction of travel. So the officers came to the crime scene and secured it, and they found out that there was also other Walgreens pharmacy burglaries that were going on throughout the Midwest. So they started putting all these together and thinking, hey, this might be the same people doing all this. So, and it ended up being Ray and the people that he got arrested with. They're all going around and robbing multiple Walgreens pharmacies. It says approximately an hour later, information was received that two vehicles, along with 5 individuals, all who matched description provided by the Houston, Texas Police Department, had been stopped by the Missouri State Highway Patrols in Texas County, Missouri. And they found evidence related to the Rolla Walgreens pharmacy burglary, and they had narcotics, burglars' tools, clothing, masks, and sledgehammers. And they're all located in their car when they got pulled over. Raymond Ford, he's the one that's going to be in Love After Lockup, and he got arrested with 4 other people. And they got arrested, and they were charged with burglary in the second degree, possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute, property damage in the first degree, and possession of burglars' tools. All 5 were returned to Rolla, and they were incarcerated in the Phelps County Jail in light of a $500,000 bond. As a result of the follow-up investigation into this incident, it was determined that these individuals are part of a large organized crime group based in Houston, Texas, which are under investigation for multiple Walgreens pharmacy burglary incidents that have occurred throughout the Midwestern part of the United States. So, of course, I went and I did some digging, and I found out that, yes, Raymond Ford himself admitted to doing all these other burglaries at all these other Walgreens throughout the Midwest. So he was sentenced to 46 months in federal prison in November of 2018 from that. He had to pay Walgreens over $143,000 in restitution. So here is the burglaries that Ray confessed to. He broke into Walgreens in Overland Park, Kansas. And hey, that's not far from me. I'm from Kansas City, Kansas. Right after midnight, and he was unable to get into the controlled substance cabinet. And at 2 a.m., they broke into another Walgreens in Olathe, Kansas, and this time they were able to get into the cabinet and steal all kinds of pharmaceuticals. And police found fresh blood at the scene, and a test resulted that it was Raymond Ford's DNA. It was his blood. And then, not even a month later, they went to Hutchinson, Kansas, and they used hammers to break the drive-through window of a Walgreens pharmacy at 3 a.m. and all kinds of pharmaceutical drugs were stolen. And they left blood at the scene again, and it was matched to Raymond again. This dude. And then on April 27th, approximately 3 months later, in Alabama, he went to another Walgreens and left blood at the scene again that was a match to him. And then about 3 months later, in July of 2017, Ray and 4 of his other friends were stopped in Texas, and that's what we were just talking about. And they had black jackets, garbage bags, ski masks, a large axe, and other weapons in the trunk of the vehicle, and they're arrested. And then in August, a month later, man, after you've been arrested this time, you keep leaving blood at the scene, you think you'd learn your lesson. But in Rolla, Missouri, and this is what resulted in Ray getting arrested. And the last thing I was talking to you guys about when I was showing you on Phelps County Focus, it says surveillance cameras captured Raymond and another man pulling up to the drive-thru pharmacy of a Walgreens, and they used sledgehammers and broke in. And another man was outside trying to break a window, and they got in and stole more drugs, and they ended up catching them. And it says the 2 inside men exited through the window 2 minutes later and forced a large trash bag through the hole in the window. The trash bag ripped and medication bottles fell to the ground, according to the probable cause statements used as the basis of the charges against the 5 arrested men. Rolla police broadcast a description of the men and their 2 getaway cars. About an hour after the burglary, troopers stopped one car in Houston. Troopers stopped the other car in Carbo less than 30 minutes later. They arrested 5 men in the 2 cars. In the cars, troopers found numerous loose pills of hydrocodone and Oxycontin and a receipt for the purchase of an 8-pound splitting mall in Hope, Arkansas on Monday night. The men in the cars also were wearing clothing seen in surveillance video at the store in Rolla, according to the probable cause statements. Troopers found 2 splitting malls and a large amount of prescription drugs, and a witness told officers about seeing the items being tossed from one of the vehicles. And the troopers also found the ski mask and the hammers and all that other stuff. So Raymond ended up admitting to all those burglaries of all the different Walgreens, and at first they only had evidence of the ones that he left blood at, and they made a plea deal with him, and he admitted to all the other robberies that he was a part of, and because of that he was only charged with 1 Walgreens robbery, and so he ended up getting 48 months as a result from that. So he was arrested August 8th of 2017, and he was locked up until November 13th of 2020. So he got out of November of 2020. And I looked more into his record, and he has a couple gun charges, but both of them were dismissed. He had 1 in 2013 and 1 in 2016. I don't know his girlfriend Britany's last name. If any of you guys know, let me know in the comments, and I'll start trying to find all the tea I can on her. And for those of you who haven't seen the spoilers for the new season, so Britany and Ray just got done doing almost 4 years, and Britany and Ray started talking on Facebook, like I said at the beginning of the video, and they were together for 9 months prior to him being released in November. And she's talking about before he's released that she wants to get married as soon as he gets out of jail, like super fast. And her family, I guess she was in a really bad DV relationship before she was with Ray, and she ended up pressing charges charges on him. And her mom, Britany's mom, was super traumatized from that. So Britany said her mom is not going to approve unless she brings like a lawyer home. And so we see in spoilers for this upcoming season, Britany telling her family that she's dating an inmate, and they were like all like total shocked, and they were not having it whatsoever. So what do you guys think about this upcoming season? What do you guys think about Ray? Let me know in the comments below. I'm pretty excited. This season looks like it's gonna get pretty juicy. I cannot wait. Only 3 more days, y'all. I cannot wait. But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this video, or subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean the world to me. And make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss it as soon as I drop another video. I'm going to be keeping tabs on all these new cast members. So if you enjoy Love After Lockup, you want to make sure you are subscribed.